Your gavel.
I know.
Are the mics on?
Yep. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item number 3, public comment. Item number 3, public comment.
Oh, they have somebody.
Is the mic on? Come on up and
The mic.
state your name and address in the microphone for the record, please.
Yes, my name is John. Yes, my name is Seymour, 72 North Benham Road. First time I ever went in front of a council meeting, so I'm never did it before. So, but I did have some notes, and I was wondering if I could read off them, if that's okay.
Yes.
And you and I spoke a few weeks ago regarding electricity rates.
Oh, yes.
So, I had some ideas on how we can have residents and businesses in Seymour get lower their electric rates. We moved to Seymour from Wallingford almost 3 years ago. We really like our new small town. We've met a lot of very nice people. A couple of things I miss most about Wallingford are their low tax rates and low electricity rates. I think a lot of people are aware about Wallingford Electric. I'm pretty sure most ratepayers cringe every time they open up their Eversource electric bill. I had bills of over $500 a couple of months last summer. Other than the central air and a couple of pumps, we really don't use that much electricity. We also installed a lot of LED bulbs in our house, and I know which things use a lot of electricity. I think we could all agree that not only is Eversource not reliable in their power, they provide for the service and restoring is painfully bad, and they always have excuses. Those will never stop. We all know that. But that's not the big issue. The bigger issue is the rates and fees that we all pay. They're outrageous. It all started when the state got involved, and they just kept going up over time. I'm willing to bet they will never come down. They never do. We just keep pulling ourselves over. So here's my idea. Let's eliminate Eversource. I have some ideas that I think maybe are worth exploring and hopefully implementing. Start our own grid. I mentioned to you a little bit about it. I know this takes an investment, but after the initial investment is paid, we would just have the cost of maintenance and upgrade over time. Ways we can do this. Maybe we can consult with Wallingford Electric to see how they can help. Perhaps we can contract with them to maintain our grid. I'm sure we can work something out with them to either hire employees to do the maintenance, be the maintenance department, and find some land or buildings here in town to set up a warehouse, and office, etc. Employees would be hired locally, but to be available to work on the lines, trim branches, upgrade lines, and equipment when needed, and service during an emergency. Second option, there is a co-op of towns in Connecticut that buy electric power cheaper. I admit that I don't know much about it, how it works, but they are less expensive than Eversource and UI. I know Wallingford used to be part of this co-op. Third, maybe we start our own electric company like Wallingford has. Once the initial grid is done, the cost of maintaining and the rates we'll pay would more than benefit than anyone who pays Eversource. The benefits would be tremendous. Everyone would benefit from the lower fees and the better response to outages. In addition, it would attract more industry to town. It will that in turn will lower the tax burden on property owners. This was very evident in Wallingford. A lot of businesses would move to Wallingford because of the lower electricity rates, especially for businesses, industries, manufacturing, things like that consume a lot of electricity. I don't think this should be a profit center for the town unless we can set up and sell electricity to maybe other towns and businesses, but that's something that maybe could be looked into as well. I don't think it's necessary to explore solar. Without taxpayer subsidies, it would really be too expensive, and the payback could be as high as 25 years. Not to mention the issues that homeowners that if they want to sell their houses, and the new owners that want solar, as well as other issues. I'm not against solar. I'm just saying I don't know if that would be part of the equation. How this could be funded could be done several ways. Perhaps either through bonding for the initial investment, or maybe a temporary mill hike until the investment is paid. and then have the ratepayers pay for it, and if the mill rate is decided on, then it must be ironclad temporary until it's paid for. So in other words, there's a set amount of time for the initial pay for it, and then that mill rate just goes away. So that's not a permanent increase in taxes. The other option is perhaps it be funded by the ratepayers, so that the ratepayers will pay for the initial investment, but then once that investment is done, it would then the rates will go down even further because the investment into the grid and the equipment to maintain it will be realized. So again, after the initial investment, the cost of power Seymour would be less and much more reliable, just solving a big issue. I think anybody who pays electric bills, whether it's a business or a resident in Seymour, just don't really like seeing the bills. I know I cringe every time I get mine. And again, we try our best to conserve electricity. So it's not a complaint, just a suggestion on how we can make Seymour a better place by lowering our electricity rates. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from the July 6, 2021 regular meeting?
So moved.
Motion by Trish, second by Bob Finley. Discussion? Approval?
Aye.
Abstention.
Okay, that is 5, chair votes aye, 5 yeas, 2 abstains. Thank you. For Selectwoman's report, I met with Sam Laban from Eversource. She went over some of the improvements they've made to the grid, and that was before this last storm, and that seemed to hold. I met with a light manufacturing that was interested in going to the Tri-Town Plaza. I put him in touch with the Mr. Spector, so we'll know if anything goes from that. I met with Aaron McNeish from Westport Paintings over on Main Street, and they're moving their facility from Beacon Falls here. And as we know, we just had our fireworks last Sunday, and that seemed to be well received, and we're hoping we can do it again next year because that went over well. That's all I have for the Selectmen's report. On to item number 6, awarding of citations to the Seymour High School State Championship. State Rep Nicole Claridis Deitria, along with former House Republican Minority Leader Themis Claridis, will be presenting those citations. As you all know, Mr. Claridis was a big fan of the Seymour High School softball team, and it would be an honor to have his daughters hand out those citations.
Okay, I'll read the first one and then we'll pass them out since not most of you, a lot of you already know this gig because you've done it so many times. But Seymour's very proud of you. Every single person in the town of Seymour knows what a dynasty Seymour softball is. It's your 12th state championship, correct? And it's your 20th appearance in a final. General Assembly official citation for myself, Senator Eric Berthel, Senator Kevin Kelly, be it hereby known. I'll do my best. The Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations in recognition of achieving first place, Class M, and bringing home the title of state champion in the 2021 CIAC Connecticut Interscholastic Athletic Conference Championship. A true sports dynasty, with this being the 12th state championship, one for Seymour, and having 20 championship game appearances overall. Your dedication and commitment to the sport of softball, your teammates and coaches, and to our hometown of Seymour has brought recognition and pride to our school. Carrying on our traditions of teamwork and perseverance towards a common goal will serve you well in all your future endeavors. I'm not crying yet. We wish you many years of continued success and victory and steadfast bonds formed with fellow players. The entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success on this 11th day of June 2021 in the state capital of Hartford, Connecticut. People would always ask our dad why he would go to the he said, first of all, because it's a Seymour thing, it's a Seymour sport, and it's women. And he was always so, having only 2 daughters, he had no choice but to be supportive of women, but he was so supportive of us and any young girls and young women doing whatever they needed to do to be as successful as they could be, whether in sports and academics. I mean, when I was in high school, when you started it, when I was in high school, I played sports, I was on the mock trial team, and he actually insisted we get a banner to put up in the auditorium, which had no business being in the auditorium or the gym. But he was just proud of what we did. I'm telling you, half the time he talked more about you guys than he did about us. He was so excited to go to the games. He was so excited to be part of it. He bragged about you all over. So congratulations. And there's no particular order because you tell me how to put them together last minute. Morgan Teodosio. Lauren Gobaleski.
It's creepy.
Megan Keith. Ella Apatner. Jada Parsonic. Kylie Regan. Alyssa Johnson. Emma Russo. Kaylee Cochran. Okay, forget me. Sarah Cronin. JC Casciello. Grace. Grace or Lily DeSalto. Aaron Lefrier.
Very.
Anita, the trainer. Jamie Brickett. Sorry. Shane McDaniel. Just one more, hold on, I forgot one. Amanda Curtis.
We didn't forget about you.
I'd just like to thank Nicole, Themis, and Emery for this. It's a great honor to work with these kids and be part of the Seymour community. I'm sure Dad's up there smiling down on us. He was our #1 fan. We loved having him there, and we miss him. Thank you.
We'll take a quick recess if everybody wants to get their pictures taken. Can I have a motion to go into recess?
So moved.
Motion by Chair, second by Finley. This way everybody can get their pictures taken. All in favor?
Everybody up here.